Yeah, you were talking about nap and I think you toast.
Okay, I'd like to call the board meeting of March 16th, 2016 to order. Mike, would you please take the roll?
Commissioner Vyers. Here. Commissioner Schobel. Here. Commissioner Mee.
Here.
Commissioner Kelly. Here. Commissioner Fry. Here. Vice President Morrill.
Here. Commissioner Hodgkinson is out of town, so I'll run the meeting. Presentations. We have a presentation this evening.
Yes, we have Brian Whitconnect, our Food and Beverage Director with the Arrowhead Golf Club. Has got a couple public service announcements.
How's everyone?
Good.
Thanks for having me. Excited for 2016. A lot of cool things going on. We're going to, our course patio, driving range all just opened last week. Excited to have that stuff going on. Staff, we're in the middle of hiring again for 2016. A lot of people coming back to us. Back. Just in time, in April, we'll roll out our new spring and summer menu. Chefs put a tremendous amount of effort in. Exciting things coming and a nice little overhaul. In the banquet world, we're going to do our first ever corporate convention where we're inviting some corporate partners and people from around the area to come check out Arrowhead. All the different spaces, what it is we have to offer, and off our space, show off the beauty of Arrowhead. And, starting in April, we'll also have Pelican Golf Club fitting downstairs, which is something new in our training facility downstairs. New resident downstairs. Excited for 2016. A lot of good things to come. Hope you enjoy the report we supplied you on 2015.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Any community input? Anyone signed up? No one signed up. Consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented, items A and B. A, approval of the disbursements totaling $895,723.41 for the period beginning February 10, 2016 and ending March 8, 2016. And B, approval of board meeting minutes from February 17, 2016.
Second.
Any discussion? Mike, take the roll, please.
Commissioner Vyers.
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel. Commissioner Mee.
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly.
Yes.
Commissioner Fry.
Yes.
Vice President Morrill.
Yes. Unfinished business, number 1. Recommendation to approve a change order number 1 with Voris Mechanical for an additional 30 days of exterior piping work.
I'll move that we approve change order number 1 with Voris Mechanical. It's for a time extension only to complete the exterior piping work. Due to weather constraints, no money, the contract amount is not being increased.
Second.
Any discussion? Probably a roll call is fine.
Commissioner Vyers.
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel.
Yes.
Commissioner Mee.
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly.
Yes.
Commissioner Fry.
Yes.
Vice President Morrill.
Yes. Unfinished business number 2, recommendation to approve change order number 1 with Kiefer Specialty Flooring to reduce the contract amount by $17,530.
I'll move to approve change order number 1 to Kiefer Specialty Flooring. These are for value engineering changes to reduce the contract amount by $17,530.
Second.
Any discussion? Mike, take the roll.
Commissioner Vyers.
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel.
Yes.
Commissioner Mee.
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly.
Yes.
Commissioner Fry.
Yes.
Vice President Morrill.
Yes. New business number 1. I have a motion.
Move to approve the purchase from MTI/Reindeers, a 2016 Toro Groundmaster 4000D for $71,692.29, and the 2016 Toro Groundmaster 7210 for $53,087.09, and to trade in a faulty 2015 Toro Groundmaster 4010-D and replace it with a 2016 Toro Groundmaster 4000D for a net credit of $3,002.10. And just as a note, MTI was a successful bidder for the equipment through the Illinois Joint Purchasing Program.
I'll second.
Any discussion? I take the roll.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vires?
Yes.
Vice President Morrow?
Yes. New business number 2. Approval to purchase over $10,000 and under the legal bid limit of $20,000 for Euclid beverage of craft beer for the Wheaton Brew Fest, not to exceed $14,000. Motion or a second?
I move for the approval to make the purchase of over $10,000 and under the legal bid limit of $20,000 from Euclid Beverage for craft beer for the Wheaton Brew Fest, not to exceed $14,000.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. All right, item number 3. I'll let somebody else read all this.
I move to purchase from Reindeers at Toro Groundsmaster 4,000D Tier 4 final for $61,428.54 and a Toro Multi-Pro 5800G with an Accelerate sprayer for $55,679.43. Reindeers was the successful bidder for this equipment through a national IPR as administered through the city of Tucson, Arizona as the lead agency.
Any discussion? Mike, take the roll.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vires?
Yes.
Vice President Morrow?
Yes. Looking for a recommendation to approve the sale of beer and wine within the fenced perimeter of Memorial Park for the 2016 Taste of Wheaton and the 2016 Wheaton Brew Fest.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in
Brewfest
favor?
going to be same last first Saturday in August, right? Am I right about that?
Yes, what's unique this year is the Cosley Classic will be before Wheaton Brew
Oh.
Fest for the first time.
Okay.
And be based on the calendar, so
Got it.
I'll have to change my travel schedule.
All right.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Item number 5, a recommendation to approve Johnny Rocket's display as the
Pyrotechnic?
pyrotechnic vendor for the Independence Day fireworks display on July 3rd, 2016, for an amount not to exceed $18,000.
So moved.
Two motions in 1 second.
Gotta be quicker.
We don't want to read it again.
Any questions or comments?
I said one.
Terry.
Good, John, go ahead.
Have we ever used these Johnny Rockets before?
We have not.
Are they, I mean, they seem really competitive price compared to the other guys. Is that because they're trying to get in or?
Well, they also gave us a heck of a lot more
I know.
exploding
Have they
items.
bid before?
I don't remember them bidding.
Oh, we've never gotten a bid for them. Okay.
Do they do anybody in the area? Any other fireworks in the area?
Yeah, they've got a handful of suburban villages that have all come back with strong reviews from a safety standpoint and from a quality of show standpoint.
Seems like it's got to be 20% bigger than last year.
Yeah.
And I thought last year was pretty nice.
I know.
Terry.
Mike, is City of Wheaton still subsidizing the entire amount?
Correct.
Thank you.
Let's take a roll, Mike.
Commissioner Vires?
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Vice President Morrow?
Yes. Item number 6, recommendation to approve purchases of football equipment and apparel from Sano Sports, Riddell, and Ariel. And for expense details per vendor, check your report. Need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. And anybody who, certainly wishes to take a look at all of the bid amounts, that would be available to them, right, Mike?
It's probably already on our website.
There you go, man.
Any comments?
Probably
or
take the
questions?
roll. Huh?
Take a roll, please.
Commissioner Vires?
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Vice President Morrow?
Yes. Ordinance number 2016-02, approving the disposal and sale of personal property owned by the Wheaton Park District. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll move that we approve ordinance 2016-02 for disposing all of the property listed in the ordinance, which I'm not going to read.
John, there's only about 4 pages.
Yeah.
We'll be here all week.
Second.
Any discussion? Probably take a roll on this one.
Commissioner Byers?
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Vice President
Yes.
Morrow?
Item number 8, Park District's Broadband Wide Area Network Improvement Project.
I move to table item 8 in paragraphs A, B, C, and D.
I'll second.
Why would we do that?
Questions? Go ahead. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah, I'm asking for a reason for us to table.
Well, my objection mostly comes from a process standpoint. We had the opportunity to review the Vision 96 presentation at the Finance Subcommittee meeting about 2 weeks ago. At that point, Commissioner Kelly had a question about going back to AT&T and getting a bid from them. If they failed to bid, at least noting that. It was my understanding at that time, at least that was the impression that I took out, is that we as a committee would have a chance to get back together and review the report from Vision 96, the consultant on this, also to review the bid of AT&T side by side with the vendor that Vision 96 is recommending. To me, I know it's helpful to do more than just review the spreadsheet, but rather to have discussion and questions from various commissioners, and at that point make the most informed decision possible. So I prefer to table this for now, and then if need be, because I know there's a certain time constraint, set a special meeting date whereby we could have some additional discussion and then untable and approve. That would be I would favor.
I'm where John is. I called him yesterday when we had our big meeting at our last subcommittee meeting. I don't think anybody walked out of their meeting understanding that this was going to be on this agenda. I didn't get back into town till Monday night. I started reviewing this. I have a bunch of questions, but if everybody else is, thinks they're there, I just won't vote on this one.
Yeah.
But I have questions. I'd like the opportunity to research and ask them.
Yeah, John, I was at that meeting, and I did walk out of that meeting thinking that we were okay with it and that the only homework that Mike needed to do was to contact AT&T and see if they would give us a quote and if their quote would be competitive with what we were looking at the time. I didn't think that it was an issue. I thought it was more of a homework kind of assignment, and that we were going to discuss it and approve it, and I expected it to be on this agenda. So that was my impression. So
Misunderstanding on my part.
yes,
then.
and we could have all been in the same meeting, heard the same thing, and walked out with a different impression. So, Mark, you had your hand raised.
Yeah, I've read through this, and I really don't have a problem with it. And I tell you, my experience with AT&T on a business level has been poor, not only with customer service, but not meeting expectations. And when I read this, we're saving a lot of money, and we're increasing our broadband. I just don't get it.
Terry.
Yeah, and Ray, I see it as you do. I mean, I was at the same meeting, and, we generally acknowledged that we were in support of this. The only thing that we asked of staff, which has been delivered, was to seek a quote from AT&T for as a comparative analysis. We got that. We never talked about getting back together as a subcommittee to review it again, and I don't recall any discussion about let's push it to April. We said we wanted the comparative quote. I think we've got it. It's going to improve our network, and it's going to save us money in the long run. So I don't see a need to belabor this and have a special meeting just to deliberate over what we already know.
We have a motion and a second to table, which would need to be acted on before anything else is happening.
Mike, take the roll on the motion to table, please.
Commissioner Vyers?
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel?
No.
Commissioner Me?
No.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
No.
Vice President Morrow?
No.
I would then make a four-part motion to approve recommendation to enter in a master service agreement with COEO Solutions for 36 months at $4,578 per month for broadband wide area network services. The following Wheaton Park District addresses: 7077 South Blanchard, 102 East Wesley, 1001 West Lincoln, 1000 Manchester, 855 West Prairie, and 26 West 151 Butterfield Road. And second part of that motion, recommendation, move to recommend to engage Advanced Intelligence Engineering for design services related to the broadband wide area network improvement project for an amount not to exceed $21,435. Part C, move to engage Vision 96 for project management services related to the broadband wide area network improvement project for an amount not to exceed $10,575. And lastly, Part D, move to approve hardware and software purchases related to the broadband wide area network improvement project for an amount not to exceed $8,810.64.
Seconded by Mark. Any discussion? Hearing none, Mike, please take the roll on the motion.
Commissioner Vyers?
Abstain.
Commissioner Schobel?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
I'm abstaining.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Vice President Morrow?
Yes. Number 9. Well, we talked about something interesting, toilets. Can I have a recommendation to approve the sanitation solutions for portable toilet rentals? And somebody can read all the rest of it.
Before a motion, I'd just like to comment. I appreciate the board's patience that this came out on Monday when Rob and I and his staff discussed the bid results. We found it necessary to seek some input from legal counsel concerning the use of the unit cost as compared to an estimated year cost. You can see the results of those conversations. We wanted to belt and suspenders the validity of the approach and the recommendation that was coming from staff, and our blanket recommendation for area sanitation solution stands.
Can I have a motion, please?
Move to approve area sanitation solutions for portable toilet rentals at the following unit prices per use and type: 80A unit per season, $82. Standard unit for the season, $55. An 80A unit per event, $112. Standard unit per event, $60. Hand wash station per event, $65. Hand sanitizer per event, nothing. It's free, I guess. And an extra service per unit per event, $11.50.
Second.
Any discussion?
If I may, I'd like to compliment staff. This was one of those issues where we had 4 different silos all doing different things as it relates to renting portable toilets in and of themselves. The individual departments were not spending a great deal of money in the aggregate. However, we came close to the legal bid limit. They all got together, and we're going to be saving a bunch of money as a result. It seems like a no-brainer when you say it that way, but there's many things that the departments do differently on a regular basis. Some of them rise to the bid limit. Most of them do not, and we encourage each other to look for those cost-saving opportunities. So thank you, everybody.
Nice work.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Commissioner Vyers?
Yes.
Commissioner Schobel?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Vice President Morrow?
Yes. Reports from the staff. We'll start with the Arrowhead Annual Report, and I'll start with John Byers at the end. Any comments, Mark?
Yeah, I'm going to say I was very impressed with the report covering all aspects of what we do at Arrowhead, from the banquets, the marketing on down. Very well done. The only question I had, I think, was on page 18. It said something about a drone doing overhead shots of each fairway. I went on our website. You haven't incorporated in the website yet? Okay. Oh, all right. So, but there is the intention to put it on the website so people can actually see it?
Terry?
Yep, for Brian, Allen, noted a 12% increase in restaurant sales. How about it? It's a nice collaborative effort there over 2015. Just as a note that the Arrowhead Clubhouse is coming up on 10 years old. Mark, good job. I noticed that for golf for this last year, we got, it looks like our resident golf rounds, Andy, are about the same as our non-resident. That's kind of interesting. I mean, they're within a percentage point. Not bad. And what else we got here? Looks like our paid rounds were up also over 2014. Pretty good. And Justin, I got the chance to play 8 holes of golf last Sunday. It was quick 8 holes, but the course is in great shape. So Mother Nature was kind, and you were kinder, I guess. Nice job, man.
Mark, or John?
I just had a question for Rita. The footnote you got on the total, the 854,000 net, says that I'm reading it that this year we had an extra 144,000 in fees that we didn't have before
That's correct.
in admin.
Related to the refunding of the.
Right. So the admin costs went up. Actually, our admin costs went down a little bit because the fees are more than the amount the admin expenses went up, right? So our admin expenses are like 50 grand lower.
No, the admin expenses in 2015.
Went up 90, but you're saying 144 of it was because of the bond issuance.
Oh.
So
yeah.
overall, our administrative expenses went down a little bit up there.
If you pulled
And
out
we
the
didn't have the
refunding.
144 any other year, right?
No, this was.
Okay.
The one time at the 10-year
Yeah,
refunding.
so we're right around where we were last year. Then
Correct.
for net profit, it's almost the same.
Right around $1 million, absent depreciation and capital expenditures back into the facilities.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I was reading it right because I saw the admin costs didn't go up by more than 144. So, okay.
I just want to thank you for the report. It's fantastic. It's well-written and a lot of information. And when you have compliments from people outside the Wheaton area saying they feel like they're playing at a private country club, that's fantastic. And who did the idea with the flags? That's a great idea. Rudy Keller. Okay, thank you. That's fantastic. I like that.
I would echo that. That was one of the things I had highlighted. I thought that was really nice when I saw that. Also want to congratulate you on tripling the size of your junior golf league. I think that's great too, and we need to do more of that. So those two things I wanted to highlight, and I thought the report was fantastic. Pictures are great. All right, let's go on to the early childhood report. John, Mark.
Good. Megan, you out there? Megan, I noticed that, in 13-14 and 14-15, the number of participants in preschool was about the same. Is that high, low? Is that what we want? Do we want more? We want less? What? Okay.
We are limited to the amount of size rooms that we have. We have 3 at the community center and then 1 at Rapid. Afternoon classes always tend to run a little, if we can get them to run, it's great. But they tend to be a little hard. It seems to be a napping time. We always love to have more.
So we're not turning away anyone, is that right? Okay.
We will run classes as low as we can.
Okay.
Combine them if we need to. And we'll go out into the community and try to grab a little bit more by going to the
Great. And I noted that one of the recommendations, in your action plan for 2016 was to create more marketing opportunities for Tui Park and Safety City field trips and birthday parties. I hope you're successful in that because I think those are good events for the kids.
building that we have, and we're already using a lot of it. So we're looking forward to having
Margie, would it be, is it a marketing issue, or is it just a need, or what? Are we kind of low in that area, or what? Okay. Thanks.
John?
I'm just impressed with the report, and I like the highlights for special events. The camp out, that was great. Good.
Bob and I must think alike, because that was one of the things I lived too.
Oh, boy.
That's scary.
No,
I tried camp out years and years ago with families, and we hardly got anybody. So, yeah, to see 37 families participating in a camp out, I think is wonderful. Are we having a problem with Safety City with the numbers being that low?
City kind of ebbs and flows with student enrollment. Really, our numbers can go down really quickly.
Is there any way of promoting it with some of the daycare centers around, or because I mean, that Safety City, I think, is a fantastic facility and a fantastic program, and to see the numbers as low as they are, it's a little disheartening. So. Last thing I had was I'm looking on page 9, the highlights of the Toohey Park childhood programs, early childhood, and I like all the educational programs that you're providing the staff there. Is that something that the rest of the preschool staff are engaged in as well?
We're working on it. We just had 2 staff go today
That's good. Educational or training programs dealing with sensory and autism and those, yeah, those kinds of things. Very good. Thank you. That's all I had.
If I may, just a final compliment. I think this is probably something everybody knows, but, you know, the programs that Megan runs are, in many cases, the first impression for families that the Park District has. And I think the indication of the athletic programs, the recreation programs, the park usage, Arrowhead, everywhere, the program's strength, I think, has a lot to do with the first impression that the families receive from our early childhood program. So thank you very much, and keep up the good work.
Good comment.
Mike, anything?
Yes, I have in front of you the final version of the 2016 Wheaton Park District Attitude and Interest Survey. This survey will be mailed to 3,000 residents randomly selected within the community. The timeline for those of our friends at home, it's going to look like this. When you get it, please fill it out and return it as soon as you can. The schedule will be on the 21st of this month. Postcards letting people know that they have been selected to receive a survey will go out through the mail. On the 4th, that is when the surveys will leave Central Illinois. If you remember, University of Illinois is conducting the survey for us. So the middle of the week following spring break, those should arrive at 3,000 homes. We will do reminder postcards in case someone has decided to set it aside on the 18th. A reminder will say, hey, we'd love it if you could return this thing. If you haven't, those will only go to the folks that haven't returned it. And then the survey period will close on April 22nd. And the staff at U of I, Office of Parks and Recreation Resources, will then begin to develop our analysis and recommendations. It's for what it's worth, the last time we did this was 2008, and it provides a great deal of insight to staff and the board as they set priorities for capital projects, capital repairs, new projects, as well as what sorts of programs and park improvements that we want to undertake, obviously within our limits of our budget. For those of you at home, if you do get this survey, we really, really would appreciate it completed and returned. The more we get back, the more statistically valid. In other words, the indications can be assumed that they are reflective of the entire community at a much lower margin of error. So please help us and fill it out and tell us how we're doing. That's all.
Hey, Terry.
Mike, regarding the survey, is it any different than what we saw about 3-4 weeks ago?
Just some tightening up.
Okay.
Really nothing major. The survey masters like to see things looking in a certain way because their research indicates it yields a better response. But as far as what we're asking the residents, it's essentially the same. It just looks a little prettier.
Thanks.
If I were a resident and I didn't get this survey, would I have an opportunity to fill it out online?
No, but you would have an opportunity to fill it out, and we are going to. We're doing a marketing blitz, obviously, through Margie's department. You'll see banners up. There will be email blasts. There will be lots of for 3-4 weeks. Hey, please keep your eye open for this survey. So we're also going to put out through that media blitz. So if you do not get one and you want to provide us feedback, email us at this number, and we will mail to you one of these surveys if your interest is to be included in the cohort of people that want to fill one out. And that way they'll have it all in the same format, and then it'll be easier for you of I to compile all the data. So if you don't get one and you want one, absent the email address Margie provides, email me or Margie, and we'll make sure you get one. But wait till the end of the first week of April before you call, because we won't know if you get one until then. So anyone that wants one, happy to have their input.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Anybody else have anything? Would you like to go into closed session? Mark?
No, and I wouldn't like to go into closed session. I had a question on didn't we just replace all the T markers in the golf course?
Yes.
Right? So why would we sandblast and paint the old ones?
Oh, no, these are new ones.
No, in Margie's, or somebody's report, Rob Spurls, says that we sandblasted at the crest of Arrowhead. We sandblasted and painted and lacquered 174 Arrowhead Golf Course.
Yeah, we redid our T markers. What we had before was just the balls.
Right.
And we just painted those every year.
Right.
So this year we actually the parks made it for us, stone T markers.
Okay, so these are referring
These
to
are the
stone.
new ones.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, why would we paint
They
the
look
old
good. They
All
did
right.
a great
They-
job.
by the way, they
Very
do
cool.
look good.
They did a great
Andy
job.
and Bruce, nice work.
The other question I had was on, I met with the guys at Pelican Golf today, one of the guys, great guy. And I got to talking to him, and I got to thinking, is that it'd be a great way, their biggest hurdle is going to be how to market themselves, really to get their name out there, let people know they're down there, as opposed to the traffic, walking by and finding out about it. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be a great idea to link them to our website somehow, so that people, can, if they go to Arrowhead, they can see this as an added feature. Are we working on that? Oh, great.
Yeah, that's all in the plan.
Perfect.
Anything else? Motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
Done.